What's going on, YouTube? Sun's out, buns out here. Today, I want to talk about when is the right time to use any sort of enhancement, whether it be a SARM or a steroid or what have you, um, throughout someone's life. A lot of people say wait till you're 18, wait till you're 21, 25, wait till you're 30, 40 plus, and your test levels are starting to decline before you use anything. I want to talk about my personal opinion here. And I don't think there really is an age on it. I'm 28 right now. I started dabbling with stuff when I was probably 24, 25, somewhere around there a few years ago, just because I needed that extra edge. I started working out early on in high school, playing sports when I was about 16 years old. So I was at it for about a good 8, 9, 10 years before I started touching anything aside from your protein, creatine, pre-workout, aminos, multivitamin, any of the basic crap you can get at GNC. I've also tried numerous different test boosters, which that's a whole other topic, whether those actually work or not and what those actually do. But I was at it for a good about 10 years or so. Should I have started earlier? Should I have started later? I think I started about the right time, personally. I see a lot of guys on YouTube in general and just out there. You can tell the way someone looks that they started too young. I'm not going to go and talk about anybody in particular, but when you start too young and you start trying to enhance your body, not only do certain muscles and certain parts grow faster, but to me, it almost looks like it deforms your body because you haven't fully reached your max potential. And that's the one thing that a lot of people talk about is you need to reach your maximum physical, genetical peak and potential. And that just takes time, hours and hours and hours of dedication and hitting the gym. You can't just work out for, a couple months or a year or so, take a year or so off, get back on it, juice. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, while you're on a cycle, you might look good, you might beef up, you might put on a lot of weight. But like I said, you're going to grow in areas that are going to make you look unproportional. Certain body parts are going to get extremely large and ripped a lot faster. And you can tell. I can tell, you can see by a dude's skin, by his veins, like I said, by his body shape. I can certainly tell when a dude started something too young. So what you need to do is work out for X amount of years, whether it's 5, 8, 10 years. You need to get all that core muscle built in. You need to understand the gym and understand how weightlifting and your diet and eating actually works. Not just let me take something, go sling some heavy weights around and get fucking big. That's not how it works. You need to understand how to work each muscle, how to properly work out, and build a core physique. Once you either reached or almost reach, maybe 75, 80% there of your maximum potential, because there is a max potential genetic-wise and all that someone can reach. Am I at mine? Absolutely not. But I don't eat right. And as far as what I do, I've steadied out pretty much. I was getting bigger and increasing strength, and at about that age before I started using anything, I pretty much, I don't want to say plateaued, but I was pretty steady. I was pretty well developed, shoulders, traps, pecs. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure your body is developed first. And that's why people say you should wait till you're 18, 21, 25, somewhere around there, because you're not fully developed yet. And if you're not developed and your body's still trying to grow and develop itself, and you start taking all this extra crap, like I said, whatever it be, it's going to screw up your hormones. It's going to screw up the way your brain and your body thinks and the way things are going to start growing. You're going to get bigger? Sure. Yeah, you're going to get bigger. You're taking fucking enhancements. But is it the look that you want? Are you going to get bigger where you want? That's debatable. And is it healthy? That's all debatable. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying what to or to not to do. But that's definitely what I would say. Even for guys that are 30, 40 plus, yes, you can take enhancements because your test levels are dropping and you may think you need it. But I definitely, if you haven't worked out before, you need to get your backbone and you need to make sure you build your physique and understand the gym and get all your muscles. If you used to work out and you stop, get that muscle memory back. You need to make sure you have your core physique and you're at your peak before you start taking any enhancements. There's no shortcut. There's no secret pill. Anything you take, you're still going to have to put in hell of work, especially to get the most out of it. So that's generally what I think. That's my opinion. That's kind of the way I did it. I was always curious about things when I was younger, and I heard, other guys on the wrestling and football team taking this or taking that. But you can tell their body types just wasn't the look I wanted. And I didn't want to I was scared. I didn't want to screw myself up that young. I didn't know, much about it. But knowing a lot more now, I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I put in the time and dedication and built my physique first and then got that little bit of an edge. So that's personally what I think. Let me hear what you guys think. Sun's out, buns out.